before it can be put on the ballot. More strides in drug treatment for people with HIV and AIDS. Gone are the days of taking hands full of pills every 4 hours. Now, 2 popular therapies may soon be available in 1 pill. Bristol Myers Squibb and Gilead Sciences say combining Sustiva with Truvada produces the same results as when the 2 therapies are taken separately. The companies say they plan to file an application for the drug with the Food and Drug Administration sometime between April and June. And it is new drugs and new drug therapies that are keeping people with HIV healthy and alive longer. In fact, the Centers for Disease Control figures show an increase in the number of people living with HIV well past the age of 50. QTN's Jim Rodriguez has one man's story.
Some of these pictures that are down here are people that have died of AIDS. In fact, this is my friend Roger, who just died last year of HIV.
But the one photo in Terry Grand's living room, the one showing him and friends at dinner one night back in the 70s, is a poignant reminder of his survival. After living with HIV for over 20 years, he is the only one in the picture alive today.
One day I took it out and noticed in the picture I was the only one still alive, and all of those folks had died of AIDS. And that was a little depressing.
At 66, Grand is one of thousands of people in the U.S. living with HIV over the age of 50. A growing population that not much is talked about.
And I had no idea I would be here this long. No idea.
Thanks to the advancement of HIV medications on the market today, more and more people over the age of 50 are living longer with the virus. And that number continues to climb nationwide. In fact, here in Los Angeles, that number has nearly doubled since 1997. Dr. Ronald Mitsuyatsu, director of the UCLA Center for Clinical AIDS Research in Education.
The Center for Disease Control estimates that between 10 and 12% of all HIV-infected people in the United States are above the age of 50.
Those statistics over a 4-year period have climbed from nearly 60,000 in 2000 to nearly 112,000 in 2004. Promising numbers considering AIDS once carried a guaranteed death sentence in the early 80s. Now seniors and advocates are making plans for futures. This week, members of the National Association on HIV Over 50 will have its 6th annual conference in Miami to discuss important issues like aging immune systems, costly prescription drugs, funding, research, and safe sex.
Older people are having sex. Many of them are getting divorced and therefore being put back into the dating situations again.
Until now, doctors have never really considered seniors a high-risk group for contracting HIV. So many never tested them for the disease when they became sick. And even then, many times it was too late.
What we've noticed in the patients above the age of 50 is that they tend to present with more advanced HIV disease.
Grand is an exception to that rule. He has remained rather healthy. Each day he leaves his North Hollywood apartment and spends much of his time volunteering, helping those like himself. And it's that, he says, is what probably has kept him alive so long.
I presume that's why I'm here. My friends tell me that's why I'm here. I haven't had that conversation with God yet to know, and I presume someday I will, but there has to be some reason I'm here, because I'm way beyond, I've been on borrowed time for so long that every moment I still cherish.
Now, Steve, that last shot in the package was part of an AIDS awareness billboard campaign using the photo of Terry Grand and his friends that night. A reminder that even after 20 years, after all the success with medicine, HIV is still deadly in our community.
It's a sad story, but one that still offers some hope. He must feel like a pioneer to a degree.
He does. In one way, he sees himself as a positive role model in that people see as long as he's lived, and it gives them a will to survive. But yet, on the other hand, it could be used against him, and people could see that he has lived so long with the success of medication.
And they don't have to worry about safe sex and things of that nature.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks, Jim.